Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Jeebs. I'm here at the AbbaCado show with the Cados in-house. That would be the streamers. We got a fun session coming at you for a couple of hours at least. You can tell my voice has been off. It's been a whole month since I've done a stream. I have dropped the occasional video on the other channels, like the more recent Deftones one that I just did on the Decomposer Lounge. I've had a lot of things happening during this last month, from health to this new thing I've been doing for this nonprofit for, you know, fundraising and brand awareness and stuff that took me out of the loop. I still don't see my way back into 3 days a week on Twitch, but I'm here with you today. I know it's an off day, and all the Cados that are here, you know, they know what's going on. They're a member of Discord. Most of you guys are and stuff, so don't forget, if you want to hang out and find out what the hell I'm doing with my day or when I'm coming on, don't forget to join us on Discord. A couple things, too, that have happened before we get into our music is Brexter was very kind and gifted me Chrono Trigger, and I just started playing Chrono Trigger. And I actually named my dude Jeebs and changed some of the names to, like, you know, friends or whatever, which has been kind of fun. So I'm just kind of getting my way around, my way around it. And right now I'm battling Gatol or Gastrol or something. Uh-oh, what happened? Wait, somebody's giving me a heads up. Cycloid said, oh, my bingo cards. Oh, gotcha. Thank you. Hey, MP3, thank you for the resub. So, yeah, so anyhow, I'm having some fun at Chrono Trigger. I know I got miles to learn. And I did buy Clair Obscur. So I'm actually going to start messing around with some Clair Obscur. So that's a really cool thing. Anyhow, thank you for showing up. Let me just take a sip of my coffee. Guys, I'm going to go as long as I possibly can. Because if my voice starts cracking and I start catching on fire, that'll be the end game for it, and I'll just kind of have to restream maybe a little later today or tomorrow. I don't know. But it's just good to be back, truth be told. It's great to have a chat with all you guys and listen to some music together. Yeah, the endurance stream. That's what my ex-girlfriend used to say when I was younger. Oh, ooh, my mind already on a Sunday morning. This is why I don't go to church. That is so bad. I know, right? Sorry, guys. What the fuck? I'm going. Hey, Ron. What's going on, bruh? How are you? Good to see you here. So, anyhow, what's up, bro? So let's just go ahead and do this. Let's do a little wheel of cheese here, and let's get ourselves going. So let's do this. Hey, Turnup. Oh, hey, Turnup. Good to see you here. I missed you yesterday. I had probably because I came in a weird time and stuff. We're going to reconnect, and we're going to do your 140K channel redeem. Same thing with Parker Powell. So we're going to have ourselves a little fun. Hey, Oranai's here. Hey, what's going on, Oranai? All right, what do you say we just get going? I think that's what we should do. Thank you for putting up with my voice this morning. As you notice, I have wet hair because I did wake up this morning to hawk out the hanabaras, the galagalas. We say here in Hawaii, the galagalas or the hanabaras. And that's clearing my chest. I went out and jumped into the water for about 20 minutes and floated around and surfaced some Haagen-Dazs. No tsunami. Thank God. I know, look, right now, knowing there was no tsunami from that earthquake in Russia yesterday, it feels good, but I got to tell you guys something. You know, for that first 10 minutes when the alerts go out, you know, that's the one thing. Tsunamis and hurricanes. Hurricanes more often than tsunamis, but the tsunami thing, when that comes, at least you have, if it's coming from Russia and Alaska, we got about 4 hours, 5 hours. So, you know, all of a sudden your head and everything in the world doesn't exist anymore, except you start looking around your shit going, what am I taking and what am I going to lose? You know, so thank God it got canceled, so no tsunami. So, okay, what do you say we get going? Let's do this. All right, let's go to the Wheel of Cheese. Snake did come in and help me out on Monday, so now my my Steam Deck works. So I know that Snake popped out. He went to go work out. Ride his motorcycle. It got canceled. The tsunami got canceled because it wasn't a slip. I don't know what they call it in geological terms. There's two types of earthquakes. One is called like a slip, snap or something, where it'll go like this, and then the bottom of the ocean goes poop, and then that's what kicks up the ocean, and that makes the tsunami. And the other one is one that moves laterally this way, and then that doesn't produce a tsunami. So that's what it was that canceled out. There's Snake. Thank you. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's start off with some Wheel of Cheese. I'm just going to refresh the data one more time. We'll get ourselves some music. Robo. He's funny. All right, guys. Stand by. Wheel of Cheese. I'm refreshing it just in case anybody parachuted in. There we go. All right. Okay, guys. Let's listen to some music. What do you say? Let's spin the Wheel of Cheese. Da, 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 da. Who's our first one? Marmota. Marmota's in the house. Let's see what Marmota would like here. Marmota wants us to check out a track. Remember the rules, guys. Nothing over 7 minutes, but any style you want, I don't care. Even if the whole song is poopy, poopy shit, poopy, poopy, doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. We're listening to it. Doesn't matter. Marmota wants us to listen to a band called Caparezza. I think the song title here is Prisoner 709. So let's do this. I am back. We're starting with the Wheel of Cheese. This is from Marmota. Let's do this. All right.
7, 9, 7, 9.
He's badass. I love the pattern that the bass is doing.
Nel buio di una galera dalle barre chiuse, non immaginiamo la catena ma le piume. Passano le guardie tra file di facce mute, ci mordiamo lingue come capesante crude. Scordati qui, sullo scaffale di un porta CD. Che delusione, la casa di reclusione. Pesati fino alla nausea, la repulsione. Chiamami io per a chi mi danno la prigione.
This is a great video.
Premio Nobel, segui la mia traccia, feromone 709. Io sono il disco, non chi lo canta. Sto in una gabbia e mi avvilisco. Il futuro sopprime colui che negli occhi lo guarda. È un basilisco, qua tutto cambia. Prima tra i santi, dopo si l'anticristo. Ho un buco in pancia, qua non si mangia neanche gli avanzi. Visto prigioniero come fu mio padre nel braccio del 12-10.
The guy kind of looks like Surge a little bit from SOAD.
Portava un solco dentro che io non avrò mai. Ho solo un numero sul petto 709. 709. Quiete non hai. 709. Quiete non hai. Dal fine dell'hi-fi alla fine pena mai. 709. Quiete non hai. Sulla targhetta la gente legge la cifra. Il contatore o la muerte e la legge della cifra. Oggi che la rete è l'unica, io giro con amo e lenza, ma la gente ascolta la musica.
I mean, it is rock, but it's really emphasizing a lot of a little bit more of a synthy
Io mi molo perché ho da
unison grind to
che
it.
mi chiuda a rugby e non sono più di moda Calvin sul mio conto slogan blandi chiudi un occhio quindi gioca a dardi con il mio divoto non di Giovanardi io copia fisica il custodia cautelare rigida o digipack chi mi vuole far visita digita o meno spazio che in una classifica minicar sulle mie note qualcuno ci sniffa strisce di chimica musica pericolosa per finta strisce di criminal un titolo di studio stampato su copertina ma non mi prende nessuno qua non è più come prima cerco me stesso quindi un supporto che ormai nessuno può darmi può contarci
Kind of like Spanish electronic horror. That was a killer video and a killer song and a killer way to open up this stream. It definitely had a more of an emphasis. Yes, it was a rock track, no two ways about it, but definitely had more of an emphasis on the synthy, kind of the EDM heavy synth vibe, punchiness behind it. There was guitar in there. That whole, because this was in Spanish, that whole performance had a unique flex in its syllables that I thought was really super sick. You know, whatever it is. I don't know. I did say something dirty there. I'm sorry. My bad. But it was Italian. Oh, okay, that. You know what? I looked at it. I was going, why am I hearing some of the? You know, I thought I was hearing. Thank you for that. Apparently, my brain cells haven't kicked into a multilingual cheesy wheel yet. But I love the performance. The video was great, and the guy did look like Serge from System of a Down, I will say. But it was a great great way that to open up the stream. So thank you so much for that. Okay, let's spin some more cheesy wheel. God damn it! Now my Steam Deck is not working, so now I got to do this manually. God darn it! Let's go back to Wheel of Cheese. So I'm going to refresh the data, and we'll clear out my moda. Thank you so much. Here we go. Oh, I suck again. Is that on the bingo card? I suck again? Because I do. So let's go. Oh my gosh. Who's winning? Turnip. Let's hear for Turnip. No, it's not fixed. It is not fixed. I know, so close, so close. All right, let's see what Turnip wants us to hang out and listen to. Okay, we're going to continue on the theme of rock, everybody. The name of the band is The War on Drugs. The song is I Don't Live Here Anymore. Let's go. Uh-oh, Brave Browser doing his thing. Oh my God, those old school JBL home speakers. I'm already digging this vibe. I love the tone on that lead.
Lying in my bed, a creature void of form, been so afraid of everything. I need a chance to be reborn. I never wanted anything that someone had to give.
I think there was a little more emotion in some of these songs in the 80s, don't you? Funny that bit notice was in the same key of the song. It's from 2021, but it does seem like it's got that like U2 80s kind of focus on its writing and mixing.
I know it ain't like I remember. I guess my memories run wild. Like when we went to see Bob Dylan.
And I love the straightness of the bass just on the 8s. It's that forward moving vibe.
But I got no place to go
Yeah, Skeleton, totally.
I'm gonna walk through every doorway I can stop. I need some time, I need control, I need your love. I wanna find out everything I need to know. I'm gonna say everything that there is to
I mean, now that those background vocals came in, Breakfast Club vibes? Yeah, no, maybe, me.
I'm gonna make it to the place I need to go. We're all just
Hey, Jake.
walking through this darkness on our own.
Turnip. Now with those bells, come on. Or that kind of DX7 EP sound. Boop, boop, ah.
Time surrounds me like an ocean. My memories like waves.
This is a great
Life
track,
just
Turnip.
dying in slow motion.
Definitely going on my playlist.
But getting stronger every day. I never took our love for granted. You never left me wanting more. But you never recognized me, babe. I don't live here.
Yeah, Misty, that's the zip line of the track, is that arpeggiation.
Like a heart, I'm gonna walk through every doorway I can stop. I need some time, I need control, I need your love. I wanna find out everything I need to know. I'm gonna say everything that I need to say. Although you've taken everything I need away.
And it actually does have a really great analog vibe.
We're all just walking through this darkness on our own. I'm gonna walk through every doorway I can stop. I need some time, I need control, I need your love. I wanna find out everything I need to know. I'm gonna say everything that I need to say. Although you've taken everything I need away, I'm gonna take it to the place I need to go. We're all just walking through this darkness on our own.
Booth, that was a great comment. You know if you know, I listen to all kinds of music, but that's a great comment. Come on. Hey, Derek, how are you? Yeah, Milk is in, without a doubt. This was a great track, Turnip. This was such a badass track. I'm so stoked that we landed on you here for the cheesy wheel. So apparently, guys, Turnip says the song was released in 2021. But as we've learned going through this whole journey, that things could be released 2 or 3 years ago, but the intention of the music by the producer and everybody is they wanted to sound like another era or something like that. There was so many combos of music, genres, and I would have to say the focus was definitely on the 80s, but there was such a nice weaving of 80s styles arrangements through the track. Even the choice of that da 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 da, which was like that DX7 EP electric piano sound, the arpeggiation everybody was talking about, the swimminess of the background vocals, even the mix of the drums. You know what I'm saying? The mix of the drums is, hey Shadow Dane, how are you? Is also very 80s and stuff, but very melodic, very musical, very Sunday. Can we at least admit that? Even if you didn't dig the track, it's a very Sunday morning sounding track. Well, Sunday morning for me. So that was a great tune there, Turnip. All right, guys, we're going to go into our dono process now. So we are going to start. I have quite a few donos that have come through, but I do want to start with, we're going to do it from top to bottom like we usually do. But I really want Lisa to be here. Lisa Wolf, are you by chance in the house? Yeah, turn up. You know my ear already. Is Lisa around by chance? Somebody check the roster. In the meantime, I do want to welcome everybody here. If you're the first-time lurker, thank you for dropping by. The world has got a lot of noise in it, and so come on over here to the AbbaCado show, and we do music here to take your brain away from whatever your brain needs to be taken away from. It doesn't have to be world issues. It could be our own, working through things. Everybody take a deep breath and breathe. Cleanse your colon. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm sorry. It's been a while since I've been back, so it's stupidity is going to come out here. All right. I'm going to start with Lisa's track. So we're going to do that right now. So Lisa, I wish you were here for this, but we have quite a bit of a song here. So a little over 15 minutes, but she's very kind with your dono. Thank you very much, Lisa. This is a band that I think we're all fairly familiar with, UFO. And the name of the song, or I guess is it a single song? I'm not too sure. But let me read out her message here. In Discord, I posted a little bit about stoner rock. Yes, and I've become a fan of stoner rock. Somewhere back in like June 21st, for reference. And that wait, hang on, I got to make this larger for me to see, said my ex-girlfriend. Okay, hang on. Okay, here we go. That was so stupid, but that was so me, right? And that while the core of the sound is based around a few pieces of music, it's not actually the actual origin. Sorry. The actual origin was a reaction to the stripping down of the late 60s to early 80s genre of space rock. This track is from the band UFO and is off their second album, UFO 2 Flying, released all the way back in 1971. And yet everything that stoner metal and a few other related genres can be found within this track because as stated in the Discord, stoner rock is just space rock without the psychedelic jam progressive aspects. That sounds like the name of a great sandwich. The last reason I want to share this track in particular is because, as mentioned, it's hard to find pure stoner rock and metal. And that's because stoner, sludge, and drone metal are all actually different branches off of space rock. I didn't know that. That's good to know. With each focusing on a different part of the space rock sound that makes the core of the subgenre and a list that can help. So stoner rock focuses on heavy metal riffs of space rock. Sludge metal focuses on sound texture of space rock. Drone metal focuses on the sparseness, repetitiveness, and the lonely aspect of space rock. That's a lot of pulling there. That's also post-rock, post-hardcore, and other genres that have origins elsewhere, namely punk and hardcore, who will incorporate all defined categories. It's why bands like Pelican and the like of having much of the same sound fall in completely different genres. The origin in this track, you will hear all of those different aspects in the way that will better help define all those things that makes them different and why. This is the perfect track to check out. Okay. Wow, that was quite the definition. And thank you for putting that all in there. My goodness, Lisa, the ear you must have and the depth of you being able to pull these strands from different influences and genres is amazeballs. Maybe Lisa and I too need to do a fun little podcast. What do you say? I think that ought to be fun. Okay, so stand by. Lisa B. That's going to be our new podcast. We'll get Lisa and SB. Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Okay, here we go, guys. So the song is Star Storm from UFO. You guys ready? Let's do this. All right. Buckle up, too. This is a bit of a listen. Lisa, thank you so much. Hey, what the hell? Something just happened. I pressed the right button. Oh, shit. And I disconnected it. Mods, can somebody help me? Can you get Lisa's link and drop it in the what you call it? In the how do you do? Stop, you guys, bingo. Oh no, do I not have a mod to help me modulate this? Oh no. Yeah, hang on for a second. I think I could do this by myself. I'm a grown-up. Yes, I can. Stand by for a second. I think I can. Maybe this is what I can do. Hang on, guys. I can make it work. That's okay. Nope. Shit. Oh, is it in the Discord? Okay, cool. All right, we make it work. This is just what happens. So give me a second, guys. I got to go into my Discord, and I shall. I don't know if you guys can see me or not. My whole screen just blocked out. I'm no fun to look at. So let me look at this. What the hell? I can make this happen. It's in previous songs. Let me go all the way down. All right. I may have done this correctly, guys. Let's hope for the best. Here we go. Yes. Finally. Gosh. Thank you, DR, for that. Hey, friendly audio engineer. How's it? Welcome. Oh, you sound like you could be an industry guy. That's okay, turn up. I figured it out. I wonder if that worked with the guitar with the wah-wah pedal, if that's part of what Lisa's talking about with a little bit of the space rock vibes. Lisa, you're here. Thank you. We just started your track. Oh my God, listen to that great engineering. You know what's unique about this in the mix? It's not the fact that they've got the snare that sounds like they have one of the overheads really focusing on the right, but when the toms are coming in, it's got a stereo imaging. Hey Cuddly, what's going on? Yes, very Black Sabbath-y. Yeah, this reminds me of the days of sitting at like an analog console and messing around with the pan pot. Thinking it was such a badass move, you know? Ooh, little Zeppelin-y vibes there, yeah? Dazed and Confused move. Come on, guys, you got to tip that hat to what's keeping the pound happening there, and that's the that bass line. Come on. Having so much fun right now with the pan pot. That's a good pull, Culinary. The Lord's Dogtown. Well, actually, that's the vibe of Lord's Dogtown. See, I grew up in the era of the 60s and 70s surf movies. So, Cuddly, that is a really good pull, because this is the kind of music that would have been back in there. Something else I love about this, Lisa, is the volume dynamics. And I mean, I want you to really think about this, everybody. This isn't about volume dynamics and fader work. It's volume dynamics and musicianship. Playing low, lower. Even if he's voluming down or something, that's really important. I don't think that ever happens anymore, does it? Unless it's rock genres, perhaps. Davis Art Corner. How's it, everybody? Say hi to Davis, guys. Hi, Alexi. Everybody say hi to the new people here in the Cados. Welcome him in. You're right, Shadow. I love the nuances of the bass. And you could just tell, you can feel that there's like no click track on this. Even though click tracks were around back in the day. Davis, this is UFO. the band, and the name of the track is 1 Hour Space Rock. Oh no, Flying. Starstorm is the name of the song. What the bass is doing. Trying to figure out what kind of delays were around when this album was recorded. Lisa, what year was this recorded? In my mind, I'm thinking of the wall rack of outboard gear and like what delays, like maybe like a early 70s. Maybe like an AMS or something like that, an AMS DMX or something like that, like a 1580. Almost like we're purging a psychedelic mode here, yeah? That makes me feel like I want to swat something. Yeah, yeah. This is when the part of your high kicks in where you don't realize that you're high. I'm just saying. I don't know why I know that, but I'm just telling you. Real straight though, yeah? That. Everything's staying right in a pocket, real super straight pocket there. Detect the speed up here. This is what happens when you're high and you have to go to the bathroom, but you don't know where the bathroom is because you're high. I'm just saying. And it was the plop. God, I love the drum sounds. Like a real small, tight room with the drums as well. Yeah, DR, like an Iron Man vibe that was. God, Lisa, this is such a great track, man, but it pulls me so back into a nostalgic mode. You know, my room with the, like, big love posters, psychedelic colors, the bell-bottom, you know, high guy cartoon with the fuzzy hair, you know, black light in the room. Oh my God, this is so true. Such a head shop vibe. I think you nailed it right there. I can smell the collision of patchouli and incense right now, just when you said that. frame and he pans in the middle. Guys, that was such a badass track from Lisa Wolf. Lisa, what a great experience. Everything that we were just talking about, from nostalgically listening to a track like this and you know, recording in an analog situation, you know, tape with whatever, you know, consoles back in the day they may have been sitting at. I didn't look up the where this was engineered. The whole technical aspect of the engineering, the sound, the you know, the in and out of your explanation. Yes, I know that you weren't here for the very beginning, but I did read everything that you wrote here. The birthing, if you would, of the space rock and the influences that you had laid out there, that was a great read, actually. That's intense, though. I think we've all decided that maybe we're going to do a three-way stream with me, yourself, and SP. So we'll call it the Lisa B. Jeebs, podcast. And we could talk about nostalgia and stuff like that. I think that'd be really fun, don't you think? I think that'd be great. Thank you so much for that listen. It really was really true. I was gone, pretty much. I wasn't reading much of the chat. I was just listening to it all and just infusing a lot of memories from that, you know. And truly, I think Aman had named the guy that I was talking about, that cruisy, pimpy-looking guy with his big bell bottom. You know, in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, my God. Do you know, I will tell you a little bit of nostalgia. You know, I think like most teens, you lock yourself in the room. You know, if your parents are cool with it or not or whatever, you catch a little buzz or something. And you had, you know, in the 70s, you'd have the dark light on, the black light on with all these special posters and shit and stuff. And my mother, as she was so hip and so cool with that 60s or 70s font, big fat stuff. She had painted on my wall love. Whoa, you know, big fat, looped it up and stuff like. I never got a picture of that before you moved out of that particular house. But that's the vibe, believe it or not. As my father was writing music for all the different stuff, I was here listening to this and, you know, getting baked and stuff or whatever. I mean, baking cookies. This is a family-friendly show. And so that's what this track pulled me into, that nostalgia. So thank you so much for that listen, and thank you so much as well for that description. Very, very informative for me, for sure. Okay, Ginger is up next. I think Ginger was here for a minute and then decided that I think he had something to do. Ginger, if you're here, pop in and say hi briefly, but we are on your track here. And let me make sure. Nope, I want to make sure I got the right one. Hang on, I almost made a boo-boo. All right. So you know, guys, that Ginger's a huge fan of Violet Pony and introduced me to Violet Pony. We had that great podcast and introduced me to what I consider one of the more forward-thinking, dialed-in, grounded artists. Of course, I haven't had many podcasts because I don't do them often, and it was wonderful to speak with her, somebody very young that had very profound opinions and incredibly well-articulated young lady. Anyhow, this is from Violet Pony. The song is called Angel with a Longshot, and a little bit of information here. So he's going to say, so he said, I'll be at work, so I'll catch this on the VOD. Okay, buddy. So that's where he is right now. But let's see, the first song from Violet Pony's new album, Love and Pony Step. I like that. It really sets the tone for the rest of the album. The album was conceptualized in 2023 after bonding with a friend over 2010's EDM, Skrillex and Savant. You guys know those artists. Album started out as a creative experiment, but then the album's direction shifted due to personal struggles, included a breakup and unaddressed mental health issues, which were later diagnosed as BPD. I'm sorry, I don't know what BPD is. And self-destructive patterns. Through therapy, new friendships, and self-reflection, they began confronting self-hatred and trauma, which influences the album's theme. Well, that's the heaviness of a lot of powerful music, right? The influence comes from deeper, darker sides of our lives. Borderline, personal. Oh, okay. Well, some of the most incredible music has come from the darkest sides of our personalities, so let's celebrate this with Ginger. Here we go. All right.
Does it piss you off when I sound like this? Your anger makes it all worth it.
Oops. Am I listening to this whole thing, Ginger? What's going on here? No, this is just the first song. It's about 6 minutes long. Wow, what a great blend. There's some dubstep buried back in there. Wow. I love that sinking ambience back there. Vylet Pony Core. God, extraordinary layering going on here. Beautiful shift. Wow. Her crossover use of the dubstep genre, but still uniquely making it herself. Her own style of composition is so badass.
You're listening to 32.7 The Creep. The Creep.
Seductive hurdle in the nature.
Equestria's hottest station, now in Feather Dance's world.
Our whole team at Ear Crush is rocking out to this track.
Call our number at 328 to get a word in.
Why did you
I recognized her voice right there from the podcast.
Huntress, It was a calculated risk.
And here, it's all about the game. And now announcing Lodestar.
These crossroads are all too familiar, aren't they? Top 5 videos. Twixt the ethereal paranoia and the sear of reality, we kneel at the plateau of two fractured halves. This weight is our own. We knew better. Alicorns should know better.
Fuck, man, all these theatrics. Where are you whenever shit's actually happening? Like, we're so screwed. This is what I deserve. It's like fate or whatever.
I'm always here, but in desperation, you perceive me more profoundly. We've been needing to shake things up in our worldviews. I definitely think so. What have we got to lose now?
I mean, you're right about that. I don't have anything to lose. Like, I'm just gonna get fucked, man. Nothing matters.
Right, because that has always worked. Vid, you can't just quick scope all of your problems away.
Oh.
Not again.
Oh, man. Fucking watch me. Good chat. I got shit to do.
The hard way is still a way.
I guess that was the end of that track. I was looking for the break there. First thing I want to do, though, briefly, is I want to go ahead and take this link of hers, and I'm going to put it in here. Hang on, I'm going to refresh this to make sure I got the right link here. And I'm going to copy this and put it in here. We did have her on the AbbaCado show here as a podcast. As I said, she's a tremendously creative young individual that really is holding the red hot smoldering iron sword of productivity, creativity going into the future. Of course, it depends on whether you're a fan of the style of music that she produces. A lot more of an EDM edge to it, but she definitely has a very unique way. As from a composer's point of view, she has a very unique way of layering the samples and the patches and the pads that she produces and stuff into so well crafted pieces of music, tracks and stuff. There's a lot of things that I don't know because I'm an old fart. When you guys were saying there was a lot of meme audio, I guess you were calling it meme sound bites or something in that last section and everything. So she has, based on without goobering too much over her, because I still am I listened back to that podcast about 2 weeks ago and I was like, wow. She just, to me, has an extraordinary way of expressing all of the emotions that she said, or that Ginger had mentioned was going through, the BPD or something, expressing it outwardly. And if that's an example of what is happening in here outwardly, and she has the opportunity to express it that way, then I think that's the 100% medicine that's going to, not only have her get through all the things she's moving through, but have other people identify with, because I think that's what music's all about for us, right? That's our medication, if you would. Feel like shit, listen to this song. Feel fantastic, listen to this song. Need a lift, listen to this song. Knocking one out with your partner, gonna listen to this song. I'm talking about knocking one out, like building a house. What do you guys, don't do that to me. So anyhow, yeah, that's my story. All right, guys. Ginger, thank you so much, as usual, as being a huge fan of Vylet Pony. I really, really, really appreciate that. Okay. Next up, stand by for a second. I just have to refresh my nugget here. Tonto Corazon. I know that Tonto Corazon may not be here, but I will probably take a really good bet that we're going to watch something wonderful and live. He brings in such incredible music to us. We're all so stoked every time we listen to some music from Tonto Corazon. And this is from a band called, or an artist, Palmieri. Vamanos pal Monte. Let's go to the mountain. He said he decided to submit a real classic Latin track. Eddie Palmieri is a Puerto Rican legend in the New York salsa and Latin jazz scene, and has been playing the piano and the keys since he was a kid in the 50s, and is still playing to this day. I've been hesitant to submit straight up Latin music like salsa, bachata, or merengue, but I feel Eddie Palmieri deserves a listen. Are you guys ready to do this? Tonto Corazon is bringing us Eddie Palmieri. Whoop, whoop. Come on, come on, come on. Aye. Here we go. All right. Ah, yes, it's the YouTube blocker thing happening. Best emote ever, Amon. And it goes to the beat. So sexy. Wonderful thing about this genre is you listen to where the bass rhythm pattern is. Man, what an old school plate reverb they're using on the trumpet. Christopher Walken just walked in the room. Slight saturation fry on the vocals there. So we do have an overdub situation here, right? So you have the left hand happening here. That's been in that pattern. And this melodic work on the right is going to use a separate pass. Most likely the same musician. One little sneaky note in there makes you go perk. All right, Ornai. A little bit of a psychedelic vibe. Just slightly, just a little abstract because of how the organ is actually, not how it's played so much as it is with the reverb on it. Kind of forward moving, forward thinking for that time period. I don't play my organ that slick. We're going into overdrive, guys. They're about to bring out the scorpion pepper. I love how the engineer's having a great time with the reverb. Latino. 76, yes, all day long. All kinds of music, bro. You know, it almost sounds like they're just using the reflection of the reverb. That's so badass. Oh, we're bringing in the whole band now. I love that phrase. Oh. But that bass, it doesn't work without that bass holding that pattern. Dum, 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 dum. Pattern with the organ on the right side, washed in that reverb. I knew it was going to end up on blah. Wow, Tonto Corazón, muchas gracias, mano, por favor. Más música de latinos aquí en The AbbaCado Show. Sí, yo hablo en español, poquito, puto. Yo amo putas. No, I don't know. I don't really speak well. Anyhow, I love how this stream is forming. We're having such a great time. What a great classic sound. Especially from UFO to this, we also encountered some really sick original engineering. And, you know, for all of us that are hanging out here and chilling and stuff, you know, and we listen to so much music, you know, with all the technologies, you know, waffled into it, you know, that this what we've been listening to, especially with the UFO and this, is like, this is core. You know, this is core musicianship. This is core engineering. This is the birthing place of, you know, the advancements of technology and stuff, taking these chances like, ooh, I'm panning this, I'm doing this. Ooh, I'm going to saturate this instrument, but I'm only going to let the send play it back and take out some of the direct signal and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. Thank you, Tonto Corazón. Muchas gracias, mano. Okay, next up is SB. SB Aladocious. Hang on for a second. Let me make sure that, yes, it is SB. I'm making doubly sure. Okay, hang on. I got to do something here. There we go. Okay, so SB would like us to listen to, first of all, the message is, good morning, Abba and the Cados. I told you that I'd request this track the moment I was put into YouTube, so here it is. Pity it wasn't in time to be in the playlist redeem. We get it right now. We can do it live for you. This is the last release of the band The Stranger, the song Salt and Flesh, with Tom and Tom the vocalist and Dan the drummer. Hopefully they'll find some great new people to fill their roles, and then we get some more music to enjoy. So this is from SB. The song is Salt and Flesh, and the name of the band is The Stranger. I have a funny feeling that the music's about to change genre quite drastically. Here we go. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I judged a book by cover. I looked at the font and I was like, death metal? Nice voicing in the pad, the overlapping. Pretty. Sounds like an old analog pad too. Some very nice background vocals on this. Wow, that vocal little riff right there. Nice change. It kind of like a power drain kind of pull there. Oh, the fire of that bass. I like that pillowy punch of the kick. Those subtle, clean guitar reverb, chord changes are so important here. Sneaky little third hanging back in there, major third. Ooh, nice come in on the offbeat. Powerful but very, very melodic. A little bit of an Avenged Sevenfold vibe in there with the guitar riff. Is he saying shut the fuck up? Beautiful change. Oof. Wow. What a great section.
The sacrifice only makes you stronger. Fly away, live to tell my story another day. Give what
You know, what was super powerful about this from ESP is that they gave us a real head full of incredibly well-crafted changes. And how I feel about that is that they weren't changes that were made to, like, you know, sometimes you can feel, or for myself, the way I listen to music, where sometimes I'll hear an arrangement and I'll say to myself, oh, it kind of felt like maybe the musicians there decided they needed to do something to maybe shift it up a bit, where this was so intricately woven, you know, into that musical tapestry, these different little shifts in the dynamics, that beautiful breakdown and stuff, about at the 5-minute mark. Yeah, they flowed in really super well. The other thing is that guy's voice, was it the same singer through and through, from the growling to the clean metal to the very clean at the beginning, or was there interchanging musicians, vocalists in the band? That was, once again, you know, it's nothing new to me now. Back, you know, if I would have heard this 3 years ago, I would have said there's no way that anybody's vocals would be able to last that long. So it is one individual. But it also had some really super emotional arrangement elements in it. Like, they really played really well with utilizing atmospheric, ethereal, you know, tail-offs, whether they use reverbs or just really long, you know, holding, you know, making a strum on a chord with a very light pick, very clean sound that would just kind of glass out and stuff like that. So very, very super Journey-esque, not Journey the band, but Journey as far as thinking like you're going somewhere. I'm looking at the thumbnail, it looks like a pirate ship or a European, you know, expedition-style ship, so maybe this has that kind of connotation, or maybe the album in of itself is a very flowy album. But that was a great track, and that just went on my, without a doubt, my playlist. So yeah, thank you so much for that. Everybody, just briefly, if you're new here, thanks for hanging out. We're just listening to music, man. It's the Sunday. The world's spinning the way it spins today. We're listening to music, all different kinds of music. If you're new here, you can request the forum or hit, what is it, !request, just in case you want to do a dono boost or maybe end up on my closing wheel of cheese. So here we go, guys. Next up is Orenai. Orenai did warn us about this post, guys. So this is Starset's newest release, I believe. So Orenai has been a huge fan of Starset, bringing it here to the AbbaCado show, and they are truly an amazeballs band. I've become a fan of theirs as well. So guys, this song is called Silos from the band Starset. Let's go. Sorry about the delay here. The Brave browser is doing this YouTube blocky thingy. I don't know. See? It's not me. The hell? What is this? I'm going to have to call on my technician 1 a.m. or Snake, see what we can do. This is already badass.
Tonight, I remember this, just like paradise. Cyanide. Take a bite, tasting all your sin. You've lost your appetite. How can we terminate this parasite?
Pretty sick blend between, like, I'm gonna call it synth core and metalcore sounds. Great blend. Very subtle pattern going on back there, but great arrangement. Big the emphasis on the synthcore work. I love there's an octave below this melody in their backgrounds. Where we go.
At the cusp of a century, our inventors birthed the automatons of brass and steam. Now we huddle in towering silos, clutching for survival as our mechanical offspring roam the earth, merciless and free.
We can play pretend, but we're both lying. You know we can love again, but we're both hiding.
Really heavy on that synth push in the mix. I love that. These guys are not afraid to use a lot of the arpeggiated sound design. Love the arpeggiations in the synths. Oranai, this track was fire, absolutely fire. So if this is a part of that, this just released, I guess, a couple days ago. So as we're transitioning, we've had this discussion before on production, engineering, you know, taking the risks that I believe always has to happen when you've got to, you know, like do a Heimlich maneuver on genres, you know, get the fur ball of status quo or stagnation out of the way, is you do music like this, and you really, you know, without any apologies, you really push forward with, you know, hey, we're going to use this synth and we're going to throw it at you here, and we're going to grindcore you, you know, and then we're going to metalcore you, and then we're going to use great vocals, and we're going to also blend some of our darker vocals in with melodic works. Engineering now has become a whole different beast in of itself. So, you know, always tipping the hat to the engineers, whomever. Sometimes they do go between, but, you know, sometimes too, the engineer is a band member as well. But whatever it is, intense work in the mix out on this. I mean, you got to think about it too as an engineer. Is I'm going to say that outside of the vocals and the guitar, the drums, I'm going to say about 60% of what we heard is synth work that has to be arranged and then engineered into it and mixed into it. And so that engineer being present, even if it is a keyboard player who's the engineer, whatever the case is, you know, something that you have to think about is when these engineers are doing their magic, while they're recording, they're thinking of what the mix is going to be like if they end up being the mixing engineer, you know. So there's a lot of unique things happening there. Melodically, it's great. There was a couple of separate melodic arrangements that were happening with sequences and other lines with the synth at the same time while the melody was being sung that I thought was really badass. This is a great track. You know, I'm not a tastemaker in predicting anything in that capacity, but this track's going to have miles to it. I think it has a very powerful kind of vibe to it. So Oranai brings it in. Haven't seen you for a minute. You come in, step up to the tee box, bam, knock one out of the park. Super mahalo for for that. Okay, so next up, Shadow Dane. Wait, I want to make sure. Yes, Shadow Dane. Shadow, are you still in the house? Shadow Dane, this is for you. So the band we are going... Hey, Shadow Dane, everybody say hi to Shadow Dane. The band we are going to be listening to is called Tamzene? I don't know. The name of the song is Best of Me. It's a live performance. The message is, was doing chores a few days ago with some music playing off YouTube. The YouTube algorithm picked this one up for me. And well, it's just stopped me in my tracks and had to sit down and listen. God, I love when that happens, right? You know, you're listening to music, you're just doing your thing, you're on your day, and then all of a sudden, oh, what's this? Hang on for a second. Turn off the pot from steaming water and put the bong down and let's play this. All right, guys, this track is called Best of Me. The band is Tamzene. I'm going to say Tamzene, forgive me if I'm wrong. It just kind of in its phonetic way. Let's go. Love this.
Got a song now coming back to me, sneaking out the back door and driving to the West Coast. 'Cause your dad wasn't such a fan of me. He said it didn't matter though, that you would love me on your own. I hate that you lied to me, said your goodbyes to me, and you left me sitting here, wishing it was different. 'Cause I give you the best of me.
I just got chills.
And now I don't know who I am. Just look at the rest of me, tossing and turning. 'Cause I would have lost myself for you, for you.
Wow.
I would have lost myself for you. Oh, I can't believe the way you used to look at me. I was always in focus. Can't believe that something broke us. I heard it from your best friend that you're moving on. Well done, I'm happy for you. Hope she's the one, but I hate that you lied to me. You said your goodbyes to me, man. You left me sitting here, wishing it was different. 'Cause I give you the best of me. Now I don't know who I am. Just look at the rest of me.
Love the sound of that upright piano too.
And turning, 'cause I would have lost myself for you.
Incredible voicings and the choice of the notes.
I would have lost myself for you. Oh, I give you the best of me, and now I don't know who I am. Just look at the rest of me. Oh, tossing and turning. 'Cause I would have lost myself for you, for you. I would have lost myself for you, for you.
I didn't want to say a thing over that because it was such an amazing performance. That was live, obviously. The unique thing about What I really enjoyed about this track, first of all, it's the beauty of songwriting. It's all about a melody. Her performance was stunning. I think we all can agree on that. All the dynamics in her voice, from little squeaks to some of the breathiness, that voicing of the melody when she goes all the way up into her head space, or into that yodel kind of. There was a big skip there. I don't know if it was a whole octave skip or something that in her hook that she popped up into there. Beautifully written song. But something that was wonderful about this track, it's a 3-chord track. So at least if I heard it correctly. And what she did as an arrangement that I loved is she used different voicings and different types of playing using the 3 songs. When she got really quiet, she took the voicings and just kind of flipped it on its ears, kind of moved the triad around a little bit, and played very lightly on the top. And then towards the very end, same 3 chords, changing the voicings went lower. The arrangements went lower. So I think that's also a very important part, and the beauty and the attraction of this track is that it got us to get in and marinate into this rhythm of playing and how she was playing her piano, but made us feel comfortable that we were in this pocket of these 3 chords. But she took the opportunity to say, well, I'm still going to play this pattern, but now I'm going to change the voicings around here, and I'm going to do this here, and then I'm going to do this down here towards the end of the track. Absolutely beautiful track. Absolutely beautiful. What a great stream we're having, is what I'm saying. Okay, so next up is going to be Senor Rui. Senor Rui, are you here, Senor Rui? Are you here, Senor Rui? It looks like we're going to be listening to a live, it might be a live performance, I don't know, but it's going to be a musician. I think maybe it's a single musician playing a bunch of things, I don't know. I'm just looking at the thumbnail. I should probably read it. The name of the band or the artist is Nothing But Thieves. And today, the name of the song is called Amsterdam. And it does say it's live, so maybe it was different rooms. This is from their In Solitude album, where they recorded live versions of their hit songs separately from their own homes. There you go. Answered my own question there. I've requested a couple of these in the past. This one is as fun as you can see. Connor scream at the 2-minute mark, then apologizes for the upstairs neighbors. The scream in this version actually was quite a bit subdued compared to the studio version. Fun backstory. They played this live last year, and we're all waiting in anticipation for the scream. Connor was a couple feet back, just standing motionless, waiting for his cue. We knew it was coming. The build-up was happening. Then the time came. He lunged forward and grabbed the mic and boom, screamed, accidentally punching the mic off the stand, and it went clattering to the ground. He just stood there, dejected, looking down at somehow the 2 guitarists, bottom left, right of the video, managed to keep the playing while it keeled over with laughter. That probably would have been something I would have loved to see. All right, guys, this is from Senor Rui. The name of the song is Amsterdam, and the band is Nothing But Thieves. Let's do this. All right. Who's on their Discord? Did you hear that? I did. It's the Discord. Wow, what a track. I love the tone the guitar player on the left is using. Kind of dark and heavy and stony. This guy's got an incredible voice. I love it in the split screen. You get to see who's doing what. The guitar player on the left making all this noise. Yeah, that's it. That would be a great way to say it. Grimy. It's funny, you're right. The vocalist is looking up and like saying,
I left my heart in Amsterdam, where I could dream nights from long.
a little slap delay on the snare is cool.
I left my heart in Amsterdam.
Or it could be a nice pre-delay in a small room verb.
I hit my head against the wall. Over, again, again, and then over, again, again, and then over, again, again, and then over. So I have my head against the wall, over.
This guy's got a great freaking voice. I wonder if the drums are grouped with its own overall compression. I can hear some pulsing in there. What a smoking freaking track, guys. That was just slamming. Funny though, you were right when the scream. I know Senorita's not with us, but when he did that last note at around 2 mark, he's looking up. As a matter of fact, that smile he's got on his face I could see is when he was going like he did it and he looked up and that's just a funny little side note there. What a great freaking track. This guy's got an incredible fucking voice. Sorry, I cursed. I love the tone that the guitar player on that guitar player over there was using was absolutely, it was like an over-fuzzed drive, an overdriven fuzz kind of vibe that was coming in with that. The song in of itself was structured really great. In it to win it, for the hook and everything. But this guy's voice was hands down just smoking, and it was an absolutely great track. And I love the fact that these guys did it from wherever it is they lived, or wherever room they have it all set up. The drum sounded fantastic, but I swear to God, there was a little bit of a pulse in there, because some in engineering techniques you can actually group things to a bus, which means to its own output. Take 5, 6, 7, 8 tracks, send it to a stereo output, and then you could do kind of an overall effect on everything. If you might have each one of those mic'd up differently, and you shape the EQ of, like, let's say the instrument. Most of the time that'll happen in drums, because you'll have kick, snare, hat, cymbals, overhead, toms, and maybe any other percussive engineering. But it just sounded like there was an overall compression on the kit, which is something that happens. There was a little bit of breathing and pulsing in that kit sound that I really loved as well. So, Senor Rui, thanks, man. Hope you're doing well. My voice is starting to get a little more sore here, so I'm going to take a break probably in a little bit, but do not fear, I will be coming back. Judgment Kazi, for you, man. This is for you. Judgment's in the house, I believe. Kazi. Bueller. Sorry, I had to kind of hose down my vocal cords here. Judgment Kazi says, oops, sorry, dinging the mic there. Judgment line. He's jumping in the line because the cheese failed on him, sorry. Let's see. The message is in honor of going off about fair use and stuff the other day. Immediately made me think of these guys and their lyrics. Oh yeah, that was quite the discussion about fair use and the YouTubers and reaction channels and all of the very serious superstar reactors. You know, the Rick Beato types. I'm an underling. The AbbaCado show in the Decomposer Lounge does have its own channel settings, but like in the 70s, it's in a more of a UHF channel mode. I haven't made the big leagues. So I like my little pocket of what we do here in our UHF channel mode. You have to just turn the antennas the right way to get the AbbaCado show or the Decomposer Lounge. So, but it doesn't mean that I can't have my opinion about fair use. Anyhow, I stray. Guys, this is from Judgment Kazi. The name of the band is Clutch. Love this band. Name of the song is Burning Beard. Let's go. MP3, that's funny. I love that. It's like the band's rehearsing inside. Yeah, there we go.
Every day I wake up, we drink a lot of coffee, watch the CNN. Every day I wake up to a bowl I call the honey and let the locusts fly in. Lobster bags attack the town again. Wrap all my things in.
Ooh, love the drum sound on this, man.
Beams of darkness streak across the sky. Paint rays from the ancient satellites. Every time I look out my window, same three dogs looking back at me. Every time I open
What a
my
great
windows,
track.
cranes fly in to terrorize me. The power of the Holy Ghost. The power of the Holy Ghost.
That background right there, there's something to be said there in that chant.
Shadow of the new Praetorian.
Shadow of the New what?
Tipping cows in fields Elysian. Saturnalia for all you have. The 7 habits of the highly infected calf.
Wow, this is badass. This track is kind of like a prognostication to where we are today because this was released 9 years ago.
Swan diving off the tongues of crippled giants. International business machine. Choking on bits of
Got that stoner metal vibe, yeah?
Oh, this burning beard. I have come undone. Oh, this burning beard. I have come undone.
Listen to that bass tone.
Just as I feared, I have come undone. Bugger, 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 Tom, the last of Academe.
I love the phrasing of that riff too.
Michael's razor makes
Syncopated
the
vibe.
cutting clean. Shaving like a banker, Lila Vegetal. Break the glass ceiling and golden parachute on down. The power of the Holy Ghost comes to town. Remove the shadow of the new Praetorian. Tipping cows and fields Elysian. Saturnalia for all you have. The 7
God, I like the messaging in this video, man.
calf. The 7 habits of the highly infected calf.
Man, man, what great messaging in this video. It's funny too because I've been on this kind of burn on, not that kind of burn, guys. I've been on this burn, you know, theologically, you know, I've been listening to a lot of discussions, and it's such a unique thing to watch, you know, religions and non-religious, you know, belief debate things going on here. And what perfect timing to listen to this track. Clutch to me is probably one of the more 5-time distilled, let's say, Southern rock, smoking whiskey kind of tracks. I think SP had mentioned earlier, was it, or maybe it was Lisa, it's up on the chat, about how sometimes that Southern rock vibe and the grooveness of it sometimes gets kind of blended in with the stoner rock kind of vibe. But this was a great track. I love the way they took the time and energy to pull off this video too, in this production as well. As far as the whole tone did just marinate. I mean, like I said, it's like so distilled in that Southern rock kind of vibe. And Clutch is, you know, they own a really solid pocket in that genre, you know, where they step into it and this is it. You know, that's why Clutch has that kind of following. But when I said that prognosticating kind of thing, it's really unique. If you listen to a lot of music, wherever we are on the planet in our present moment, whatever this means to you on a personal level, professional level, political level, religious level, whatever it is. I love when we listen to older tracks, and it's almost like when people always put up those things about that South Park predicted it, or the Simpsons predicted it, or something like that, and we go, man, check that out. Ooh, you know, I just think that in the world, in the realm of artistry, you know, whether you're a painter, a musician, or something like that, you kind of feel that vibe and that connection of, like, you know, looking at what the future might look out. You write a piece of music about it, and then all of a sudden, should something come to pass, you can kind of A/B that. And I think that's such a critical thing about of yours and mine experience in listening to music. You know, you can A/B things, say, oh my God, they mentioned something like this, or this is where we are right now, or maybe it's the same old readdressed. You know what I mean? Anyhow, that was a great track. That was really super, super, super sick. Hey, Quevac, how are you? Mahalo for the subscription. Everybody say hi to Quevac, if I'm saying that right. Welcome to the Cados. Okay, next up is going to be Hendebler. Hendebler, how are you doing? Let's see what Hendebler has here. Are you still here? The name of the band here, or maybe this is the name of the band, I'm not sure. Shiabayan Records. The song is Getsurei 11.3, No Candle Magic. There's Hendebler. I'm going to read his message here. Maybe there's a little more breaking down of what I'm looking for, as if that's the name of the band. A very interesting mix of electronic styles here. The group does rearrangement of music from the game series Touhou. There's a large, long-running scene in Japan of fan-made arrangements of Touhou music. The scene includes about any genre you can imagine, from classical to death metal and even bossa nova. This album is from 2010, and I saw a great description from someone: electro house with the spirit of funk. All right, let's see what Hendebler is bringing into the house here for the AbbaCado show. Let's go. Uh-oh, what the hell just happened? Did it get rejected? I think it got rejected. No way. Let's see what happens. Oh man, something's going wrong. It's getting rejected. Did it get blocked? Is there another way to actually denied? Why was it denied? I refreshed it. Oh, region lock. Why would they do that? How funny. That's like, is there another, maybe there's another, let me search for the song. No, maybe Candle Magic, is that what it is? Hang on, let's see what happens here. Which one of these, guys? Hendebler, you're here. You're the one. You tell me, Hendebler. That link, yeah, unfortunately, I've disabled links in the chat. If you want to send it to maybe Turnip, can decipher that. The second one. Oh, the second one works? Okay, great. Here we go, guys. Let's try this one. I love the time delay in the piano. I actually like the hi-hat work on this. I love the noisy little pinchiness of her voice. Nice. Kind of remind me of a Janet Jackson harmony vocal stab there. Oh, I love that leap off from the bass line. Love the hi-hat work on that. Kind of a sneaky rhythmical ploy there. And I love the sound of the lo-fi kit. What's really sick about it is listen to the bass pattern. There's a great little sweeping going on in the LFO on that synth. Open, closing, open, close. I don't know why, but I just got reminded of like Thriller. Michael Jackson's little Thriller. And I'm waiting for Vincent Price to go, you have no voto. If you're in Hawaii, you're laughing your ass off right now. I like how the composer is using some of the synth stabs, very reminiscent of horn arrangements. Whoever did the drum programming is really super close to pulling off that live vibe. Leaving us with a little bit of a bass dip out. Doing an extra funky note there for us. That was a great track, man, and I don't know why I assimilated it a little bit to just a really super current track or production of a little bit of Thriller, from Michael Jackson. I don't know why, and also there was a couple of harmony things. I don't know why I went to the Jackson Family on that, where I heard a couple of harmonic stabs with the vocals, or harmony stabs with the vocals that reminded me of like the Rhythm Nation style production. That bass line, though, was definitely the zipper through the whole thing. It sounded like a zipper, too. The tone of it was very zip. If you took your zipper and you went zit, zit, well, wherever your zipper may be. Zit, 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 zit. Oh, shit. Wrong move there. That would leave a mark. Jesus Christ. Anyhow, so, guys, check this out. I'm going to take just a short break. I just need to get a little, I'm going to cut open a papaya or a mango really quick. I'm just going to chomp on it. I got to give my voice a little break, drink some water. So I'm not even going to switch scenes. I'm just going to go ahead. First, let me turn off my hard drive. Please remind me to